Even in 45-degree heat, he couldn't bring himself to turn on the air conditioner. Usually, he bummed cigarettes off coworkers, his power bank and little desk lamp charged with company electricity. Even his toiletries were all taken from the office. Yet, Yu Xiong lived in an apartment worth over 800 million won. Still, he didn't even dare turn on the lights at home because he was buried under a massive mortgage. Yu Xiong had to work multiple jobs every day to earn a bit more. He even sold his house to invest in cryptocurrency. He should have sold when the coin surged hundreds of times in value, but because of a noise complaint at his apartment, he ended up at the police station and missed the last chance to sell, losing everything. Now, Yu Xiong finally found the muscular man who was making the noise, but he's trapped inside the man's home, frozen in fear. He can only wait for the man to fall asleep before pulling out his tools to deal with him. But Yu Xiong doesn't really want to kill anyone. Killing the man won't solve his mortgage problems, nor will it help him pay back double the deposit for backing out of his house sale. He decides to take a moment to calm down, but just as he turns to leave, the man's doorbell rings. Yu Xiong quickly hides under the bed. He sees the visitor. It's the female tenant from the floor below. She walks in and starts dismantling the setup in the living room. Turns out she's always known the muscular man was the mastermind, and both she and her husband are working with him. My boyfriend might never regain consciousness. If you just say you'll reapply, I'll give you your brain back. I just need a bit more time so you can sleep until morning. The muscular man is monitoring everyone. He knows Yu Xiong used the deposit from his house sale to buy crypto, so he intentionally incited the tenant couple to stir up trouble. If he could get Yu Xiong arrested, he could stop him from making money. That would also let the man move forward with his next plan. But he didn't expect the male tenant to be such an idiot, accidentally knocking himself unconscious with a fake fall. And now the female tenant came looking for him. You're crazy. I spent months setting this up. Do you even know what this is about? The US election? Resurrection? The truth? Ah, you're insane. The muscular man suddenly kills the female tenant. Yu Xiong, who witnesses it all, is so terrified he doesn't even dare to breathe. But he never expected the man to immediately call the police, claiming he saw Yu Xiong murder her. That was the last straw. Yu Xiong crawls out from under the bed and confronts him. The man is surprised, but completely unafraid. He explains that everything he did was for all homebuyers. People spend tens or even hundreds of millions on tiny apartments, only to be tormented by noise once they move in. But that noise was actually due to corner cutting by the developers. The man reveals he's actually a journalist. His goal was to obtain the building's construction ledger from the resident's representative who lives in the penthouse. That representative is a prosecutor in cahoots with those shady developers. To get a ledger, the man used Yu Xiong as a pawn, letting him be blamed as the noise culprit so the issue would gain public attention. I'll use it in a good way. I'm sorry, Osang Shichiro. Yu Xiong quickly pleads for his life, saying he can help the man find the ledger. Now that the tenants are dead, if they plant the bodies in the representative's home and steal the ledger, they can frame the resident's rep for everything. The man is convinced. He and Yu Xiong sneak into the representative's home. He ties up the rep and his wife, demanding the location of the ledger. That man knows. Only he uses that place. I don't know what's in there. I really don't know what he's doing. The muscular man leaves Yu Xiong to watch the couple, while he drags the husband into the living room to interrogate him. The wife pleads with Yu Xiong to turn back before it's too late, but Yu Xiong only wants one thing: the contract for his house sale. The husband had bought Yu Xiong's house. If Yu Xiong can find and destroy that contract, he won't have to pay the double